Plate, and it is finally time. It seems like a cold, long winter.
Yes, it has.
Kelly Highbrighter is here. She is a master gardener, and meteorologist. So you can talk about when to plant and what to plant.
You know, it's one of the fun things. I started out, of course, in broadcast communications. I went through meteorology, and in all this whole path, I got basically a minor in horticulture with an advanced master gardener. And really, it's a lot of your fun passions you can roll all into one. And here's the good thing. Usually, when I plant the grass or something outside, I can look at the forecast and make sure I might get some rain.
How about that? See, that is right. Most gardeners would be, you know, that is the perfect combination. Know when to plant, and because it's going to rain. Kelly's your girl, and she's also a columnist for the Toledo Blade on all kinds of horticulture, gardening, whatever. You've got it covered.
Yes.
So here we are in April, and we're finally seeing the ground get a little warm. You said, what's the temperature the ground really needs to be to make this work?
We really want the temperature of the soil outside to be about 55, 60 degrees, and we're right about there. We're close. So that means that some of the plants we've started inside can start to become outdoor plants. So if we look over here, this is just a planting basket that our window box that we've had. And these are plants that have been started by seed earlier, probably 4 to 6 weeks ago. Of course, you recognize curly parsley. We've got some spearmint right here, nice little spearmint. And of course, these are your chives. So eventually, as these start to fill out, you'll be able to snip those off and just use them in your indoor garden. And of course, in the middle here, we have your lettuces, and these are very quick growers.
And I was going to say, what kind of lettuce do you usually plant? Because that is right away, what do they call it, a cold crop. Yeah, you can do that pretty quickly.
And again, they grow quickly so that you can plant them. I'll show you how. A few weeks separated. So this is Bibb lettuce, and then another more variegated lettuce. Just something different to put in your salad bowl at home. And actually, you could clip these right off today and toss that in your salad for dinner tonight.
That is fantastic. I've never grown lettuce, actually.
Of course you recognize that, right? Do you?
No, I don't.
Strawberries.
Oh,
we had to start some strawberries.
See, I sort of now stay away from strawberries and mint because of they have taken over at different points in my life.
And great thing about that is use the strawberry and the mint in a spot maybe in your garden that you want it to take over.
Okay.
Let them be invasive as a ground cover.
Oh, beautiful.
Where you can't grow grass, try to grow strawberries because they are a nice ground cover, or even mint. But you gotta, like you said, you gotta kind of rein them in.
Going with that. Okay.
So I have another little project for you because, of course, we got to keep our hands dirty, busy, all those good things. So I just happen to have one of these, metal containers in my garage, and so I filled the bottom third of it with newspapers, just crinkled up a bunch of newspapers.
That's such good advice. I have some big pots that I don't want to put all that dirt in, and I can't move once I put the dirt in. So I saw you do it. You were crinkling up. Newspapers. Okay.
And like you said, it makes the container relatively light so we can move it around, but it also lets the plants drain inside this container because the bottom does not have holes in this container.
Okay.
All right. So then we fill the rest of it, the top 2/3, with potting soil. Something clean. We want to make sure it comes from the store. Don't use your garden soil. Use something that's fresh and clean. In a bag. Because you're going to be disease-free right off the bat, and you want to give your seeds the best start that they can have. Okay. So I thought we would try some really easy things this morning. Since we have mint growing over there, we'll grow a little bit of that, and of course, some organic lettuces. How about that? Oh, and also, again, we've got a different type of three total different lettuces for us to grow. And the great thing about lettuce, it only really takes a few weeks for it to sprout and start to grow.
So you can go with a seed in April and be okay?
Absolutely, especially if it's on your deck or inside the house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So let's rip off a little corner, and we're going to do the lettuces right now, okay? And of course, I like to save the packages because it tells you on the back how many days it'll take for it to germinate.
Okay, so if nothing's happening after a certain amount of time, you know there's something wrong.
Right. Now, if you could, just dump out a few little seeds in your hand. Okay. And we'll show everybody how small these are because they are absolutely tiny. And there you go. Just dump them right out in your hand. There you go. And see, they're so small. So what we want to do is just really, we're going to take our little bamboo stick here, and look, I'm just going to draw a little line in our pot here, and you're going to just try to just set them right in that little line. And again, and you really don't want them to be very deep because they're such a small seed, they really need to germinate right on top. Okay. And so basically, we don't even want to do much to the soil. We're just going to pat it down a little bit with our hand like that. And I brought a spray bottle because that's important. We don't really want to put a whole lot of water on these, and so just give it a little squirt on top.
So you're not going to get your garden hose out and like drown this sucker.
For sure not. No.
Okay.
And then you want to keep that That's pretty good. Every other day, keep it a little bit moist until you start to see these just start to peak above the soil. Now, here's another thing. They don't need any light yet until you actually see the leaves come above the soil line.
They're not getting light right now, and
Right.
that's fine.
And that's okay, but when they do get, you start to see them sprout, then you want to bring them into a really bright place inside your house or on your deck or somewhere where they're going to get in a lot of light.
Gotcha.
Now, of course, since we like a lot of lettuce, fresh lettuce in our house, we're going to plant this one on week 1, let's say, for example. Okay, so it's mid-April. We're going to plant them in mid-April. 3 weeks from now, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to draw another line in our soil 3 weeks from now, and we're going to plant another row of our other lettuce.
Okay.
Here,
and how much space do they need, though?
Not very much.
That's my fear.
You're
like,
going to.
I don't have 40 acres, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I have
well,
a
and that's
little
why
10 by 10 square.
Exactly. That's why this little container is really handy because you can just plant just as much as you need. Again, we're just going to tap it down. There you go. Just perfect. Give it a little squirt. Now, we're pretending that's 3 weeks from now. Okay? So these will already be sprouting by then, and these are going to be 3 weeks behind. So by the time you've
start to harvest these.
Yeah, you've already eaten this lettuce. This will be coming on, and you're going to keep rotating.
I love it. We're growing our salad.
Rotating your crop. Don't forget also to make sure that you label. So use these little bamboo stakes. You can just keep the paper that you use from your seed and put it right in there so you know what seed it was. And another thing I really like to do is you have to make sure you put what day you planted them.
Smarty smart.
So you'll remember.
That's
now these are
what a
plants,
master
of course,
gardener does.
that are about 6 to 8 weeks old already. And again, just like the other pot, they're ready to go. You can start nibbling on those right away.
I love it. So there you go. Plant your lettuce yourself and do it now.
Absolutely.
Do it now.
You know, and plants are a great thing to give to friends. So of course, a lot of people right now have already started their plants, their tomatoes inside. So why not do a cute little, ceramic pot or terracotta pot and put just one little plant in there, or maybe you would like a yellow pepper like this and put a fancy little bow on it for your friend Rebecca, so that she can
I
have.
love yellow peppers too. I do love yellow peppers.
Good, and they're very healthy for you. So you'll want to put those maybe in a window box outside. In a few weeks, you'll want to. I put a little stake with it now, but as it grows, you'll want to make sure
I love
the stake.
peppers and steak. Oh, you mean.
And another fun little project to do is if you take something like this, maybe you want to give a gift to someone that's been a little bit under the weather, or like you just said, we're really so looking forward to some sunshine, right?
Yes, we are.
All right, so we want to give somebody a living plant, a living gift idea that, they'll just, a little bit unique. So instead
It is unique because especially if you've known someone a long time and, you've done all the things, here's the Starbucks gift card. Okay, what can we do that says, I really care about you and this is something different and I've thought about it and I even worked on it?
Well, here's the full plate twist to all of it. How about that, Rebecca?
I love it.
All right, all I did was I took one of my annoying hangers from the dry cleaner and I twisted it into a round shape like this. So if you can see this, I'll take it out. And I just made it a hoop.
I would say we see
Yep.
Kelly and Anna. Okay.
And then we just set it right in the middle of this ivy.
Okay.
And of course, I got this beautiful ivy from my buddies at Barrett's in Adrian, Michigan. And of course,
so a greenhouse, though.
Absolutely.
Okay. You did not grow this yourself.
No,
Full disclosure.
I wish. Yeah, I wish. And so what we're going to do, and this is so simple, we're going to make a little topiary. So you're going to help me. Take this side, and we're just going to take some of the longer vines, and you're just going to do something really simple and wrap them around.
Encourage them to go around.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, isn't that tough? Woo! You're just, oh, this is so difficult, isn't it?
I'm sweating. Get that water bottle. Squirt me, Kelly. Squirt me.
Oh, that sounds like fun. No. And again, you can make these different shapes. The round ones is really simple and something even the kids can help you do. But as the ivy starts to really take a hold and grow even more, it'll start getting thicker on this little hoop, and it just makes it look a little bit different. Put a fancy little bow on it, and nice little green gift for a friend.
Okay. Do you have a favorite gardening website when you're looking stuff up? Did you have a favorite?
Oh, 13abc.com, of course, because that's where my column goes, and of course that's the Toledo Blade. But really, I look around for things that are the newest ideas of things, and here's a new idea I wanted to show you as well.
Okay, we've got about a minute left. What's this last idea?
Super idea. For those of you that really like him, you maybe have a backyard pond or you live near water, you're going to want to invest in something like this. These are pretty inexpensive, $5 or less, and you can see it looks like just a little bundle of straw. But in the middle is a little hole. And so what you're going to do
I know where you're going.
Yes, you want to take one out for me? This is lettuce that we just showed you a few minutes ago. But yep, go ahead, stick it right in the middle there. That's it. Oh, wasn't that hard? And then you just drop that down in the water, and it'll keep it nice and wet.
In the pond, then.
Yeah.
It's almost like a water lily, but lettuce.
Yeah.
I just put dirt on my head.
Nope.
Awesome. All right. So again, Ann Kelly's tips, we also have it at fullplate.tv. So we'll make sure to link so that you can read her column every week. She's always got a good idea. And sometimes you feature really fantastic gardeners too,
yes,
which are
absolutely.
the home gardener is just, I mean, you get to meet all these great people that know what they're doing.
You learn a lot from people that have gardened for years, that's for sure.
And it's trial and error. Don't be afraid to take it out of the ground and put something else in there. That's what I've learned too.
Absolutely.
Everybody messes this stuff up once in a while. All right. Thank you so much, Kelly and Alan and Sally. Thanks for watching Full Plate. All of this information, of course, on fullplate.tv. That's